Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend, as always. I know I had a great weekend. I worked out in the garage, 8, 9, 10 hours yesterday, something like that. I mean, I was out there. Wow. Uh, had to make a trip to Lowe's, do some stuff there, but you know everything's been going great. So let's see. We got Second Chance in here. How you doing, Second Chance? Got Daryl up on panel, of course. We got Cajun. How you
Okay,
doing, Cajun?
occasion. Oh,
There's
what is second chance crying about up there? I mean, you look like he had a bad day.
And there, Lisa Ann. How you doing, dear? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it.
Hey,
Please,
Lisa.
everybody. Please, everybody, smash that like button and make Lisa Ann happy. You know, she uh, she gets a little upset when y'all don't smash the like button. And we like Lisa Ann. We want to keep her around. Don't get her all bent out. So
Hey,
hey, there's
Ben.
hey Ben. How you doing? VA
Hey,
lady. How you
Ben.
doing? So
Well,
uh,
well, what is our favorite Cajun doing there? He's kind of got a grin on his face today. Look like he must have had a good day.
Yeah, I guess. How you doing, Daryl? Ed, how you
Hey,
doing, sir?
how you doing, Cajun?
Bien bon. I reckon. The lady, 49. Miss
hey,
Lisa,
Mike.
Mike Todd, Ben.
Sarge.
So haven't seen you in a while, Cajun. Let's get caught up. How you doing, man?
2 weeks. I usually skip a week, rotate
Right.
on a Sunday. So, but anyway, I've been doing good, which I think I got my microscope set up
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
already. I think you know that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just that's about it.
Hello,
It's been
Sam.
cool. It's been real cool. Sammy Chavez, hello. Been real cool, chilly. So not much outside activity. It's not that it's been cold. It's just that it's been rainy and chilly. So yeah,
Well,
slow week.
it's been
Nice.
dry as all get out. We had one day of rain this week, but they still got a burn ban on. You can't. They catch you even lighting a cigarette ring, and it just about want to give you a ticket. So
Uh, Coins really get down to look at the errors on coins and circuit boards, microscopic soldering. Ben.
I was gonna say that's. I was thinking that for the electronics end of it. I,
Yeah,
I,
that
I
electronic circuit boards and then coins too. When you want to like send a coin in for grading, uh, if you think you got a real nice specimen and you can examine it, 'cause they're gonna look at it, but only under 10 times loop at the grading service. 10 time loop, that's it. I get down to 180 times, so I can see the little imperfection, that you can't see with the eye.
hey, Tommy.
And if it's a good looking coin underneath my microscope, it's going to be even better looking for them with only a 10 time.
Uh,
Hey Tommy, I thought you had seen it, man. I thought you was in my live stream a while back, and I was showing it off.
yeah, so that's right. Sammy's on the other side of the world, so she's just waking up.
Oh,
Sorry about that. I was.
you can this one you can adjust it many ways, up and down, left, right. This one here goes up and down. Got your focus here and here goes up and down.
hey, Backwoods.
So Yeah. I had a project that I was doing with a dentist tool, the tool tray where they keep the drills and all that.
Yeah.
They keep that on one like this, but it's bigger. Well, this one, I got it for the price of the paint that would have cost me to paint my other one. And then, the welding also. So
Hmm.
uh, I figure out I came out smelling like a rose on this one. But I'm going to still do my other one.
Hi, Raging Cajun.
Hey,
How you doing,
Raging,
Raging? Hi, Raging.
Cruzan, backwoods.
Yeah, I've been digging, having the clean shop. I've got plenty of room to move around and stuff now. I haven't had this much room in years. So,
I'm waiting for you to bring your cleaning crew down here.
man, I would love to. Hi, Wayne. How
Hey,
Hey,
you
Wayne.
doing, buddy?
So you got it nice and organized. Now you got room for more stuff.
Not organized. I still got tons of
Oh,
tools and stuff to put away. I'm working on that, but
hmm.
I've been working on getting that gas furnace converted over to LP, and I had room to redo the plenum and stuff on it and that, and didn't have to work outside or move stuff around and everything else. I wheeled out the that welding table I got, put the used plenum on there, cut it down. Yeah, it's awesome. You know,
So a gas furnace to LP in
natural
the
gas to
shop
LP. Yeah,
yeah,
with
it's
kind of like how is it made?
it's
What was
a
it used
it's a
for before?
house furnace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
There
I
you
got
go.
I got it. I got it. Well, I picked it up about 5 years ago, and I actually installed it in the garage. It's up on a shelf, it's about 6 feet off the ground. Um, uh, the bottom of it. I did that about 3 years ago, and then because I was going to run a natural gas line out to the shop. Well, just the gas line itself, with all the fittings and everything, was going to run me over $100, not including a trencher and all that kind of stuff.
No.
So I just kind of dropped it, and I was kicking around the idea, seeing about converting it over, and then no, it has to go right. It has to go right down alongside my driveway, which is I started digging, and
Uh-huh.
it's at least a foot deep of rock. Yeah.
oh,
But yeah, I started kicking around the idea converting it over to LP, and when I first checked into it, it was going to be about $150 for everything to do that. So I'm like, hell with it, I don't need it that bad. Well, I was talking to the HVAC guy at work, and he's like, no, man. He goes, you can get them parts for like $50, at most. So he hooked me up with a place online that he buys parts from. Yeah, to buy all the fittings, the conversion kit, the gas line, the LP line and regulator and everything was under $100. And then I went to Lowe's yesterday and had to buy one brass fitting and some PCV pipe for the exhaust, and that was like $30.
hello,
So,
Roadrunner.
hi,
Beep, beep.
Roadrunner. Hi, Major.
Road runner.
Myron. Yeah, I do. The there's but years ago, I could have I could probably got all that for nothing, but 'cause I worked in a water heater factory. Because I mean, they had LPs, and then run the they had both kinds, the gas and the. But
Oh, he offered to get the parts for me through work, at an even better discount and stuff. And I said, nah. I said I'm not using you know, my favors up like that, So I just went ahead and ordered that stuff, and I got everything done on it yesterday. Uh, with the exception, there's a gas regulator spring that has to go in it, but it has to be adjusted, and you need some kind of a meter or something, flow gauge or something to set it properly. So I'm gonna talk to him and see if he'll come out and and take care of that for me. So, but other than that, it's I got to run a line for the thermostat, the wire for the thermostat, and mount the thermostat itself, and we're golden. So, and I plan on I just plan on using it like in the evenings when I get off work. I love my used oil burner. It puts out a ton of heat, but it takes over an hour for when it really starts getting cold out. It takes over an hour to get that thing up to temperature and start putting, blowing the really good heat out. Well, if I'm going to wait around an hour, hour and a half, that's time for supper. And after supper, it's time for, get ready for bed. So I just want something I can go out, flick a switch, have instant heat. That's quiet. I'm not breathing in the fumes of the torpedo heater and stuff like that. And I've been checking into Wi-Fi thermostats that I can, control from my phone. So when I'm at work, if I'm like, hey, I'm gonna work out and shop tonight, I can kick that thing on half an hour or so before I get off, get home. It's good and warm. Do my thing, and
So if you're gonna be in there all day, you're just gonna use the gas furnace, to heat it up until your other one is warm enough. You just turn your gas furnace off and rely on the waste oil heater.
Right.
Instead of burning gas. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because propane is, I don't know up there, it's $2.40 a gallon down here for propane.
Yes. Yeah. Something like that. Mudster's asking there what tanks I'm going to run off of. I've got two 70-pound horizontal LP tanks. I picked up, actually, I got three of them. I picked them up years ago. They're off of an old commercial gas grill. There was a shelf underneath of it that these things slid into. They look just like a 20-pound tank, except for they're 3 feet long, and they're 70-pound a piece tanks. This gas grill was, I want to say it's like 9 feet long. It had like 10 burners in it. So yeah.
Wow. So that's like 20, like 25-gallon tank then.
It's something like that. It's about three times the size of a 20-pound tank.
The 25, what we call a 25-gallon, they're upright. They're about 4 foot tall. About that big around. So yeah, that's what you got at 20 to 25 gallons.
Yeah.
That'll last you a while.
Yeah. And actually, I didn't know it. They've been sitting back in the corner of my garage for a while. Ever since I got that furnace, they were sitting back in there, and one of them I used to run my gas grill off of one time. But they're 2/3 of the way full each. LP don't go bad, so yeah, I should have plenty of gas for a while.
Well,
yeah, I checked into getting a 100-pound tank to sit outside and run the line outside. But all the LP companies around, they wouldn't rent me or lease me a 100-pound tank. I had to buy it. Well, it was over $100 just to buy the tank itself, and then you have to have it filled. They won't partial fill it. You have to have the 100 pounds put in it. Have them come out and fill it. And I'm like, no way. So, with the small tanks, I can, when one goes empty, I can take it down to the local LP place and have it filled and bring it back, and But I'm hoping I don't go through that much LP. We'll find out. But because I actually had my used oil burner going Saturday, it was like 45 degrees out, 46 degrees, something like that. And about 3 or 4 hours into working out there, I'm like, man, it must be. I'm up on a ladder. I'm up. So the heat must be rising. I sat down to smoke a cigarette and looked over to the thermometer I got out there. It was 72 degrees. So it was, kicking it pretty good.
Well, I was gonna get a propane heater to go in my shop, but my shop the other day, but the doggone thing was up on a. It was kind of it's a freestanding job, that basically a patio porch thing, uh, but it was up on the daggone top shelf, and those idiots in Lowe's, I tried to get them over there, and oh, that ain't my department. Oh, this ain't this. And I said, the heck with this junk. I walked back out, walked out, said I'll just use the daggum blower heater or the torpedo heater there till I get
Yeah,
pissed off with it again.
yeah. Mud straw. I'll keep everybody updated once I get the thing finished off and hooked up. I'll keep you all updated on how much I go through and stuff. But the I used to have a propane torpedo heater, and I loved the thing. Uh, I actually had it on a little roller cart because it was just a one that just set like on a floor or a shelf. Um, I made a little metal cart for it with wheels on it. You could set a 20-pound tank on it and wheel it around and stuff. And I I gave it to a friend of mine because when I was using it, like for any period of time out there, and especially in the winter, really really cold out. Shut it off, go in the house, come out the next day. Everything had a layer of frost on it because the propane puts out so much moisture. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not having stuff rust up.
Uh, I had I had kind of the same problem. I ended up having to make cover my shop with that thick plastic inside of it because you turn heat on in the wintertime up here, and it would be like raining inside the shop whenever. So I said I so I went and put that plastic all over it, hanging it from the metal off the ceiling and everything else, and it's so far it's doing a lot better. But
Uh, yeah, they do good. I seen Quick Wrench up there say he uses a 7500 5000 or 7500 5000 watt electric heater. I looked at them. Just my garage is not insulated except for the ceiling itself. And then it's only 3/4 inch or something like that styrofoam board. But it so it doesn't hold heat real well. And then Tommy was asking how much per hour of the used oil. Saturday, I actually measured it Saturday. I started it up about 7:30, and then I shut it off right about 5 o'clock. And in that time, I used about 2.5 gallon of used oil.
I went to Tractor Supply one time. We had a stove that was converted to propane, and I just had a 5 gallon bottle next to it. What I was going to do is set a 100 pound uh, vertical tank up outside of my house, and then run the copper line inside to the stove. So I went to Tractor Supply to get a 100 pound, 25 gallon bottle. They wanted $180, I think. So about 200 with the tax. About. Well, their 20 pound, 5 gallon bottles were $20 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got me two of those because 5 20s is 100. 100 pounds. That'd have been $100 too. So I said, no, I ain't paying no $200 for 25 when I can get five gallons for 100. That was twice the price to get the upright, and then it's heavy,
Right,
real heavy.
right.
So I just got 2 of the regular 5-gallon bottles, and then when we converted over to natural gas at the house, Missy found that stove for $300. Natural gas stove. We still got the propane stove. Still got it. I can
Mm-hmm.
get $50 for it. Easy.
Right. Quick Wrench says, yeah, it's R13 in the walls, garage doors are R10. Yeah, I would love to insulate my garage, but there's so much stuff on the walls and up against the walls and everything else that it would be almost impossible to do a full insulation job on it. So um, maybe when I build an addition or a brand new garage sometime, I will definitely have it insulated, because when my brother built his big garage, he did the blown in insulation, and it's they're 6x6s, I guess, for the side walls, or 4x6s, I guess, or something like that. That's that's all blown in insulation, and it's 15 or 18-foot ceilings. It's all blown in insulation all the way around the outside, and then the ceiling has at least 6 inches of that blown in insulation all around it. So yeah, and his garage it's like air conditioned in the summertime, and in the winter it heats up real nice and stays warm for a long, long time. So, but so yeah, but definitely when I get the propane up and going, I will definitely keep everybody updated on how much I'm using on it, and I am going to check into upgrading my used oil burner. I've been talking with a guy, or a couple guys actually, that convert torpedo heaters into using used oil, and they said
Wow.
it's no big deal to do it. He said that it's actually easy. You just can't use them inside. If you want to like spot heat outside or something like that, or if you're outside working on something, you can use them. But I was talking to the one guy, and I asked him, I said, well, how hard would it be to, use one of those injectors, the nozzles, and put it into my used oil burner? And he started thinking about it. He's like, it wouldn't be hard at all. I showed him pictures and stuff of my used oil burner. And he said I would just have to put the air inlet on the bottom so it points straight up. I can still use the fan that I have and just plumb it in, and he said it should blow the flames straight up, right up onto them pipes. So, we may be looking into doing a conversion on that. So,
Now
I just
your waste oil heater. How many
mhm.
quarts an hour you use? Tommy Hanlon wants to know.
I just said there. I just answered that there a little bit ago. I was out
Oh,
there
you
from
did?
seven.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I was out there from 7:30 yesterday morning. That's when I lit it, and I shut it off right about 5. And I went through just a little bit over 2 gallon of oil.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a lot.
No.
Um, the other thing I'm gonna do for this winter, because I probably won't do that conversion until next summer or spring. After the winter's over, I want to upsize the supply line. That way I can get more oil in there faster. I noticed that it was when I had the blower up real high, it was, I don't want to say running out of fuel, but it was definitely not keeping up that quick. So, because if I can get more oil to burn, hotter fire, and you know better heat, more heat. So, but yeah, it was a good day yesterday. I had a really good day out there. I spent way too much time on a ladder because when I woke up this morning, my back was telling me that I'm not in my 20s no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Is that a purple shirt you wearing?
yes.
Oh, you still celebrating LSU's win yesterday then?
No,
LSU purple and gold.
it's one of my work shirts, and I don't I don't wear them at work because as soon as I do, they get big stains on them or get, oil on them or whatever, and they're not, I can't. The stains show up too much, and they don't like me wearing them once they're stained. Plus, I look like Barney.
No, you don't.
You never see me in a big.
LSU, it was 57-14. I think it was. That was Georgia. LSU played Georgia State.
I don't follow football that much because I don't have regular TV. And a friend of mine
I watched
actually.
it on the laptop. Matter of fact, that they knocked the stream out twice. I had to check a third YouTube channel. Me and Johnny we were happy. We were banging our feet in the hand.
Tommy, I don't know all the specific details on the conversion and stuff yet. I just know that they've been doing it for a couple years now. They basically buy junk ones that people are getting rid of, and I don't know exactly what all they do to them, but they do convert them over to running on waste oil. So waste oil, cooking oil, all different kinds of stuff. Basically any liquid that will burn that's not extremely flammable.
You filter your oil, don't you? You screen it.
I use it. It goes to like a settlement. I've got a 25-gallon drum that I put it in, and when I transfer it from that drum into my small transport at the 1-gallon jugs, I suck off the top and suck down, and then my tank that I use, which is a 5-gallon bucket, the outlet of it is about 3 inches off the bottom. So anything that's heavy, solid sinks to the bottom. And after running it all last year, I let it go down right to that level and then pulled that bucket down and looked. There wasn't hardly anything in the very bottom of it. So.
Okay. So you just let the gravity do the work for the sediment, for the heavy stuff. Okay.
Yep. And any liquid, any water or anything that's in it settles to the bottom of that 25-gallon. There's probably maybe an inch of liquid on the bottom, like water or whatever settled out of that in that 25-gallon. But I've had that 25-gallon drum around for like 3 or 4 years now. It's what I used to use like at home to put all my waste oils and stuff in. And then I would take it to work and pump it into our big tank to be disposed of, because we have companies that come in and take it and actually pay us for it.
Okay.
So, right. So I used to take it in there, and then when I decided to, why am I giving that oil away when I can use it to heat my garage? So.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna check into doing a conversion like that more for the I wanted something when I built it. I wanted something that if I had no power or whatever, or minimal power, I could still run it. I've got generators now, so if I need to, if it comes down to that, that's another reason why I wanted to get the propane furnace going. I can run that off a small generator with the propane, and so I'd never be without heat. If something happens to the furnace in my house and I got to go out and hang out in the garage while I get stuff fixed, I'll always have heat. So it's not a big deal to convert the used oil burner over to a injection style. So, but you always got to upgrade. You can't stay idle. So we're going to upgrade. Yeah, since and like I said, one of these days I will get it either a new shop built or add on to the one I have. I'm leaning more towards adding on to the one I have. And if I do, the propane furnace I have now probably will be moved out there, or I'll get a more new efficient one with AC. That would be awesome.
Mhm.
Bachi!
Hey,
Hey,
Buster.
Bunchy. Yeah, get you one of them concrete slabs. Get you one of them poured. Get your anchor bolts all set up in your concrete when you pour it. And those anchor bolts are holding nice big old iron beams up, for your uprights. And then you'll have your steel rafters and then wrap it with metal and have your big old bay door and a people door. And yeah, nice big work counter in there, about 30 foot long. Yeah.
Well, that that would be a really nice shop, except for on the backside of my shop now, where I would have to put the addition onto. Right on the backside of that wall, it immediately starts dropping off, and it drops off about 2.5 to 3 feet for about 2 foot or 3 foot out, and then it continues down even more. And I measured it out one time. If I went 20 feet out from my shop now, the posts themselves, from the ground level it's at now to the floor, would have to be about 4.5 to 5 feet. You know, so that's a lot of fill to bring in to put a
Yeah.
concrete to pour a concrete pad. So
I was talking about just demolishing your old one and putting a brand new one in its place, come up forward a little bit and wider.
well, I can't go too much wider because of my way my property is laid out. It's narrow and long, so I'd have to go back. And I actually thought about demolishing the one I have. The only drawback about that is where do I put everything while I'm building the new shop? I'd have to buy a couple Connex containers to store everything in.
Dang.
So yeah, that's a pipe dream. So like I said,
Uh huh.
it'll probably be like a wood truss floor, insulated, of course. And then I was looking into rough sawn 3-inch thick floorboards. So plenty to carry the weight and everything of what I'd want to put out there. And I can buy rough sawn for about a third of what regular lumber is. So do the whole bottom floor system out of rough sawn, and then use traditional lumber uh, to do the sides and stuff, and then steel siding and all that. But I was before this whole roof and siding thing started. I was actually putting money back to be able to do something like that, and now I got to hold on to that money until we get the roofing and siding and everything all taken care of, because there might be some costs that insurance doesn't pay for that I'll have to pay for out of pocket. But once that's all done, we'll start looking into it again. So, you know, because I actually looked at buying like one of them portable garages like Mark's, but I couldn't figure out how to attach it to the back side of my garage. You know, but we'll figure something out. We always do. So, but so yeah, my uh, but yeah, the Antonio, what's happening? Long time no see, brother.
Hey, Antonio.
Hey, Antonio.
So, but yeah, I'm also getting geared up for Thanksgiving. I get a 4 day week or a 4 day weekend. Yeah, 4 day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, uh, planning out my I'm going to a cousin of mine's house. She always holds the family Thanksgiving. Planning out my dish I'm taking. I think I'm going to do maple bacon Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, I wonder why that sounds so good. Probably because I love bacon and I love Brussels sprouts.
And I like maple, so I like maple syrup. So they're I've never made the recipe before, but it sounds really good and fairly easy. Hi, Crystal. But yeah, I getting that planned out. So you know, oh okay. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. I sometimes I can't multitask very well, but yeah, I'm planning on or trying to trying to upgrade the shop so I can make better content for y'all. Sometimes not being able to get out in the shop during the week when it's really cold out, I get rushed on the weekends to get stuff done and shot and edited and everything else. And this way, if I get the heater going, I can go out there 2-3 hours in the evenings and not be so rushed to get stuff done. And I've got a couple decent projects I'm wanting to start. So I'm hoping that's all we can do is hope. So, Daryl, you still with us, brother? Did you fall asleep?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Okay.
still here. I'm just glad
Okay.
listening to what's going on.
Okay. I thought maybe Millie might have
She's
chewed
actually,
on you a little bit.
she's laying over here being hay for a change.
That's cause she realized I'm Santa Claus in disguise, and she ain't gonna get Jack if she ain't being good.
Uh,
You know. So, but all right, Roadrunner. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. You have a good holiday too. So,
hey,
but, but yeah, if
sorry, Red Runner.
yeah, I hope you have a good Turkey Day too, there, Antonio. Um, but yeah, uh, actually, that I didn't tell a lot of people. Last week was my birthday. Last Thursday, matter of fact, and mom, my mom, every year for us boys, she always does a birthday dinner. She cooks one of our favorite meals, whatever we want, and everything. And she called me up earlier in the week and asked, what I wanted, and I'm like, whatever. She's like, oh, that's right, you're on that diet, I'm like, just make whatever you want, Ma. I'll have a cheat day. I love all your cooking. And she ended up making beef roast with potatoes and carrots and cabbage. And God, I can. What else? Something else. Oh, she made chocolate cake and some other sides. But yeah, I mean, I had the roast beef and the cabbage, and I was happy as a clam. So
Happy belated birthday.
thank you, appreciate y'all. Yeah, I don't really celebrate my birthdays anymore, so I don't put it out there that it is my birthday or anything. So I just, you know, just another year, just deeper in debt. That's all.
I, I, I quit birthdays.
And I keep trying to stop doing Christmas, but everybody won't let me. You know,
Well, I pretty much quit that too.
yeah, I wouldn't mind it if everybody you know, would celebrate it for the reason it's supposed to be celebrated, not the
Yeah,
gifts.
yeah.
You know, much sure the diet is going great. Um, I technically really haven't weighed myself. I was on a scales and I know what roughly what I weighed before I started and where I'm at now, and I'm down roughly 30 pounds. So, and I am feeling awesome. Better physically than I've felt in a long time. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Well,
me-
I run out of insulin, so I felt I have felt like I felt the oldest I've felt in a long time because I quit taking that doggone medicine for a couple weeks, and now I finally got it again. So, but now I want to eat everything in the daggum house. So
yeah, yeah. I had a sea monster. What's happening?
let's see,
Um,
monster.
yeah, I've had a few rough days that uh, we had a luncheon at work one day, and I mean there was some stuff there that I could eat, but uh, they always have really good cookies and potato chips and all kinds of other stuff that you know. And that day I was struggling pretty good, and uh, I almost broke down, but I didn't. Uh, one of the people I work with is like, nah, you don't need to do that, dude. You're doing too good on your diet. You're looking better. You know, so yeah. And I mean, one of the other benefits of the weight loss and the more energy, and that is mentally. It really does help out mentally too. Um, feel a lot better, that way. So, but yeah, enough of that shit. Let's talk about some other stuff. So, but yeah, so projects coming up. Uh, Most of you probably know I dug my old. It's actually my second pulling tractor I ever built. Um, Pulled it out of storage when I cleaned the shop, and we're gonna go from stock to hot stock, maybe a little more. It's got a Peerless rear end in it now. I'm gonna about to belt drive. I'm gonna convert it over to a Cub Cadet rear end, which it shouldn't be that hard. I think most of the mounting stuff is there to do it. So um, we're gonna try that. Hey,
Oh,
Renegade, how you doing, buddy? So that's one of the projects coming up. I have to rewire Plan B just to get rid of some of the old wiring that yeah, it just needs rewired and some other stuff done. There's Kane. How you doing, Kane?
they came.
I appreciate you stopping, Kane. But um, it's a I want to say the 2400 series. Does that sound right? It's in a Gilson. Uh, Gilson Gilson made the tractor and sold it to Montgomery Ward. So it's a 3 speed. So
Oh.
no, Tommy, I'm still well insulated, buddy. Uh, it's old age. I just can't I can't deal with being cold and my feet getting cold and stuff like I used to. I used to tough it out, and uh, yeah, I don't want to do that no more.
Me either. And by the time you put enough clothes on to stay warm, you end up being so doggone got so many clothes on you can't do no work anyway. That's the way it is with me, so now that I got old, I used to jump out and put tarps on and everything else, and it'd be 20 degrees outside. Throw tarps or whatever else. But nowadays, I don't know whether I could get up. I'd beat a tarp if I got on top of a load.
Yeah.
You know,
Kane says I need some meat on my bones. Only if she's about 5'3". brown hair. Hey, Barry, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Hey, there's Nate. Nate! What's happening, brother? So,
Hey, Nate. Hey, Kane. Hey, Barry.
Mudster just found out he's lagging about 40 seconds behind. Yeah, I don't know why it lags so bad sometimes. You know? But, so, yeah, mowing slowed down there too, Nate. I believe it. So, but, sorry about that. So, yeah, that's the one project. Just some other small piddly things that I'd like to do. Um, one of these years, I really want to build a front end loader for one of my Cub Cadets. Yeah, I seen the message there, Wayne. I'll look at it after the live stream, there, bud. So, but yeah, but the thing that's holding me back about building the loader is the cost of steel. Cost of steel still hasn't come down very much, so one of these days I'll do that. And I've actually been looking at building like a 20-ton hydraulic press. I think I've got most of the stuff to do that laying around, but the only thing I need to do is find a inexpensive bag drill. Me and you, brother, Ed. Yes, sir. So I've been looking at them, but I just can't. I can't pull the trigger. Can't pull the trigger on the $250 mag drill. Yeah, Nate, I'm really considering putting it on a Cub Cadet, but I do have a Sears Suburban down there that has an 18 Tecumseh on it. That would be a really nice candidate for a front end loader. So it's going to be a toss up between one of the Cub Cadets or that Sears. But like I said, on those mag drills, it's one of them tools that I get by without now. But if I bought one, would I really use it? And yes, I probably would. I'd probably use a whole bunch. But it's just I'm a tightwad. I have a really hard time spending money on myself. You know what I'm saying? If Mark or Nate or somebody or one of my really good friends said, hey, I'd really like to have that. I'd buy that son bitch in a heartbeat for him. I can't. I just can't. I can't spend money on myself. What's Nate? Nate's building a V-twin golf cart or go kart. Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, Mudster. The angler cutters on them are expensive. That would definitely be something I would have to buy. Like one or two at a time. Like buy it specifically for the project to have it. So. Let's see. Nate wants a link. We will drop Nate a link.
Well, a V-twin go-kart, that sounds something like Sam's Garage would do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go fast.
Yeah, so. But I've seen a lot of kits and stuff you can buy and weld yourself up for them loaders. All the pieces are pre-cut. I I want my own design. You know, was it a surface grinder? Yeah, but I actually have access to a surface grinder and stuff. Uh, they can do well. The machine shop has offered to do all my drill bits and all that kind of stuff. So we got Nate down here. What's up, Nate?
Well, you might want to take a look at my newest build.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Ooh, we're even going with a torque converter.
Yeah,
Nice.
check out this torque converter. It goes on backwards. This bell.
Yeah.
Normally
Yeah.
it goes this way. I don't know. I've never experimented with this kind, but we're gonna find out.
Man.
What's that? What is that torque converter horsepower rated at?
16.
Okay, because I have that 20 horse Honda. I was thinking about putting in something, but to buy the clutch for that's rated for that much horsepower, yeah, I can.
Well, I could have bought just a regular 40 series. This one was a little bit more expensive, so I went for it. I don't even
Right.
know if it's gonna work. I don't know.
It should.
I've never seen one. I mean, if you look at the lineup, I'm gonna have to build a little spacer or something to bring it out, but kind of weird because this bell opens this way
Right.
and this bell opens that way. So wouldn't that make the belt go like this?
Now your stationary plates are going to be on the same plane.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be good because
Yeah.
that was worrying me. I'm like, man, this thing ain't even gonna work.
Yeah. They think that ahead. They think of that ahead of time.
Y'all thought
Yeah.
I quit go karts.
Yeah. Oh no. That's an addiction that gets in your blood, Nate. Yeah.
Man, that's a live axle on that thing too. Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Full suspension, power steering for not power steering, but oh yeah, this is a good go kart. Somebody gave it to me. That's why it was like a 150cc or something, and I cut all that stuff off and used pretty much the same parts to build the frame that's on it now for the V twin.
Did it come with that live axle?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow.
The name brand is
Okay.
never even heard of it myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I just wanted to show Kane because Kane was worried about me and I didn't want anybody to worry about me. But I'm gonna drop back down in the chat.
All right. Thanks for that's gonna be impressive. Keep us updated on that, man.
There's a video eventually coming.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. Later, guys.
Later. Tommy asked if I could pick up a used press. Yeah, Tommy, I can pick up a used press. I can even buy a brand new one from Hobo Freight, But what's the fun in that? I'd rather build one. Build it to my specifications. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's who I am. Yeah. Yeah, I want to do a either air over hydraulic or a pump style. I looked at some. I can go to the big truck junkyard and get one of those hydraulic pumps off of a cab over, and I've got a couple different cylinders that are pretty hefty cylinders. They're way over 20 ton, I'll tell you that, and do it that way. But I kind of like the air over hydraulic setup, but I want the press so I can make a brake, so I can bend steel. Yeah. So, because I've been when I'm working on some projects, I've always wanted something to be able to you know, bend pieces up and stuff, and I haven't been able to, and it's something I want to do. Although, your hands from your friend's pit, Nate. My nephew just picked up a pit bull, full blooded, uh, rescue dog. It was abused, really timid, really shy, beautiful dog, but you know, so and there for a little bit. After I met him, I was having the man, I should get another dog, you know, thing, and yeah, I quickly came to my senses again. So yeah, but so yeah, I want to build the that press, and then when I was cleaning my garage, I remembered that I had a bandsaw back there that I need to get going again. So that project will probably be coming up real quick too, because I've always wanted a metal cutting bandsaw. So I've had that one sitting back in the back corner of the garage for over a year now. So yeah, that's exactly what I do too, Nate. Anytime I'm feeling that I need a fix for the puppies, I just go visit my friends, get their dogs all riled up and jacked up and everything, and then I go home.
Hey,
Uh,
oh,
hey, 710, how you doing? So,
Step 17, rigged.
uh, actually, one of my friends has a uh, the poodle dog. What do they call them? Labradoodles, nah, Labradoodle or whatever they call them. Uh, and she's like, even all last summer, she was like, anytime you want to come get him, take him to the park, take him out, run him out of energy because he is a ball of energy. So I may have to take her up on that sometime. Yeah, if you build a ramp out front, Nate, somebody will hit it. So an idea for content. Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, yeah, Nate. You got the sand road there, so if you just you know grade some up and just make it the whole width of the road. Hell, you can get cars, trucks, goat carts, four wheelers, everybody hitting the ramp. So, all right, all. We're coming up on the hour. I think I've talked enough, and you guys probably getting tired of hearing me. So, uh, we're gonna get ready to shut this thing down. And appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And what Tommy's the standard poodle? Yeah, the standard poodles were uh, bred to be work dogs, but hers is like gold, or yeah, like golden color, reddish color. She keeps the hair real short on him, and yeah, he is definitely a ball of energy. He's going on 3 or 4 now. Man, he ain't showing no signs of slowing down. So, yep. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Love y'all, and a few more
well,
seconds. Hope y'all have
again,
a great Thanksgiving. I am off Thursday and Friday, so if I'm out in the shop Friday, y'all keep an eye on your notifications. I may just go live for the hell of it during the day on Friday. Not saying I am, but I just might. So appreciate y'all, love y'all, and we're out. So see ya.
Appreciate you having me up, Ed. Everybody take care in the chat. Y'all know the routine is good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe, be that way. Be that way, stay safe. As always, love, Peace and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Have a
Later,
time.
everybody.